Hey, hey, congratulations, ageless thriving woman. You are still showing up for you and your magical life. So happy to see you here. How'd it go? So now we're into this 30-day reset. We're a week in, and we are learning about metabolic flexibility, like really enhancing it and seeing how you can combine all the things we've learned from the detox protocols to the food and the fasting and all the things to truly create a lifestyle that makes sense for us. So 511, that ratio is the 5 days of intermittent fasting, 13 to 15, plus your reset or sustenance phase, adding in probiotic foods and that kind of thing, if you recall. And we're leaning into the reset release phase if you have weight loss goals in that 511, and the longer day of the longer day fasting, which can be up to like 17-ish hours, plus the same food styles. And then one day no fast, where we have the abundance, where we're doing hormone feasting, loading up our muscles, loading up our hormones, getting ourselves nice and strong. So that is the 511, really good ratio and way to kind of vibe with life. Of course, you can shorten fasts or however you want to do it. Ideally, you get into some sort of rhythm and you go, oh, this is what's going on in my life. You look at your calendar and you're like, okay, I've got this going on. I got that going on. We always want to look ahead, but together we're doing this as a community. So ideally, I'd love to see about how your energy was last week. Like, how were your cravings? Like, how did you sleep? Did you notice with that ratio? How did you modify it? Why did you choose to modify it? Did you choose to go all in or partially? Like, what was your experience of it? How was your mood, your digestion, your mental clarity? Did you notice that being really intentional and deliberate about what you're doing and eating and being even more focused with your ratios? Like, did it feel looser? Did it feel more constricting? How was that for you? The body's always giving you data, so just pay good attention to that. That's really, really, again, good rhythm for maintaining ideal health. Gives it like really good nourishment, sustenance, kind of covers all the bases, right? This coming week, we're moving into 421. So 421, what does that look like? Well, that's ideal. So there's two versions. So one is a lot of us have, like, especially when we get a little looser, we start flowing in. We're not like as careful, especially when it comes to the reset release phase, or we're kind of loosey goosey, but we still have goals and we haven't really hit them yet, or we've been stuck. So leading up to this, and this mastermind is a great thing to kind of intentionally metabolically reset. Now you're gonna love this one because this one is especially great for upping your gut health and releasing weight. 421. So what does this look like? Each of these, isn't it cool? Each of these rhythms has kind of like a vibe to it. So this is a great one. To is really good before holidays, before big seasons coming up, before if you really kind of in that stage, um, hours plus your sustenance and or release phase. Release phase if you really have weight release goals, sustenance if you have a little bit more of maintenance goals, right? And you always want to be leaning into those probiotic foods too. So, and then the two part is 2 days of a gut reset fast. So that's the 24-hour fast. So I like to break that up sometimes if I'm at a busier week. I do look ahead and see how, like, a super stressful busy week, this is not a great week to do this. But if I don't and I can modify, I do. And I'll do like a 4 p.m. dinner to 4 p.m. dinner, and I'll spread it out because I like to do that, especially if I'm like everything's really chill and things are like I'm in between busy cycles, and then I'll go ahead and put the 2 days together. But I like to do the 24 hours because it's just a good one to get in the rhythm of. And honestly, if I'm not intentional about it, I won't do it. I always will do the intermittent fasting because it's so easy. Up to 17 hours, super easy. But when you get up to the 24 hours, I got to really think about it. So I like to go, okay, what's my intention? I need to, I'm feeling a little stuck. So I'll do a 4-2-1, 4 days of intermittent fasting. That's 13 to 15 hours plus your sustenance or release. 2 days of gut reset. Remember, that's your 24-hour fast. And one day, ta-da, no fasting, where we get to just build our muscles, feel our hormones, build ourselves strong using the abundance phase. So choose this one, if you're feeling like I'm ready for a deeper metabolic reset, I'm ready to flip my switch, right? Eventually, if you're stuck and we do all these things and you're still like, not like gently moving in the direction of your goals, we'll look at some other things and how to navigate those, from toxins and stress levels and things like that that we've talked about quite a bit. But we'll look at those a little bit deeper in the future, vitamin, mineral deficiencies, things like that. But for right now, these metabolic levers, most people find that this, like switching things up and varying things in such a degree while really getting nourished in between, making sure we stay fed, that's key core principle, really can change things for you and can get you moving in the right direction. Also, provided there's nothing slipping in there, too frequently, depending, you can, gradually over time. But if you'd like a quick release, then really tighten up that release reset food window. All right. Version 2 is of the 4-2-1 is ideal for hormonal balance and deeper repair. So that's 4 days of intermittent fasting. That's the 13 to 15 hours. And then your sustenance and or release reset. And then 2 days, you might like this if you're in maintenance mode and you're feeling like your hormones need a boost of really hormone feasting. That's getting in all those, that's the abundance phase, right? That's really getting in the sweet potatoes, all the middle vegetables, really enjoying as much bounty as nature offers. That does not mean, that means keeping in the abundance phase where we are vacationing from dairy, grains, caffeine. That's really will support your hormones best, is that kind of tight abundance phase. I always say if you're going to do intentional experiments, do them in abundance phase so that your body doesn't have like a big shock if possible, right? We just kind of loose with this, just ideas to kind of guidelines for us. But so how this will look, if you want to do the hormone balance and repair, 4 days intermittent fasting, 2 days no fasting, hormone feasting, fun, and 1 day of the 24-hour reset. Like I said, I like the 4 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can go all day. You do you, whatever makes you happy and works for you. Choose this cycle of hormone balance and repair if you've been feeling extra fatigued or you've had a lot of stress, you've been feeling inflamed, or your cycle signals are flaring. This version kind of softens cortisol and focuses a lot more on hormone repair. So how to choose your version. You want to make sure, like, what do you want, right? You want to be like, am I in fat release season? Is it time to go to the next level? Or does my body need more repair and softness and hormonal calibration? So that is you. So all you have to do over the weekend is kind of choose your version 1 or version 2, and which is going to be your gut reset days. Definitely plan those out. If you don't plan those, they don't happen in my experience. And I think we hear that a lot. So put them on the calendar. Which days are you going to do a gut reset, the 24-hour fast, if you're choosing that, and stay connected with your body cues, right? Really be paying attention. All about awareness, all about partnership, not about perfection. You're doing amazing. You are doing amazing. You're learning to listen, to trust, and really respond to your body in a way that creates long-term, sustainable, lasting change. So I will see you on Monday when we kick off 4-2-1. Mwah. Love you.